Ah, springtime. The flowers are blooming, the birds are chirping, and we await the arrival of allergies. I didn't experience much in terms of entertainment this month, but let me share with you what I watched or played during the month of March 2025. Invisible. What I meant was, Season 3 was a great watch. I haven't read the comics, but by the end of the season, we ended up being about less than halfway through the whole story. But my personal sources told me that they switched up, cut, or extended a few scenes. So, who really knows where we're at? So the basic plot of this season is Mark is training to fight a super strong Viltrumite. But a lot happened during that training. Ever since Mark got that black suit, it went from easy mode to super mega hard mode. Like, look at who he has to go up against.
This will do.
Bro, why are you alive? Your head popped!
You're not listening!
Is that Jesse? Here we see the whole world at war with multiple evil Invincibles. Speaking of which, congrats to Steven Yeun for playing 18 different characters. On the Alan end, we got to see him and Omni-Man break out of jail, and we even saw the return of the GOAT. It's nice to finally see little baby Oliver put in some work. Holy fuck. Thank God we have another. They're not coming back, are they? The animation was getting a lot of flack this season, and while yes, it'd be cool to have crazy levels of animation, I trust them enough to fully utilize their skills to animate scenes that have great impact. Cause you know, budget. And so far they've done a good job. That finale alone is worth watching.
But look at him, he's old as dirt.
I'm gonna split you in half and eat your heart.
No, he's bluffing, right?
Body's starting to rip.
Okay, he wasn't bluffing. This guy is a menace! This fight was so hype, but it also legit brought me chills.
I am so lonely. I am a victim of my own success. I am capable of so much more, and no one sees it. Take it to your grave.
Beautiful. I'm very excited about this next season. Once again, based on my personal sources, Damien doesn't come back after the events of season 1 in the comics, but it looks like he's going to play a major role next season. Also, Mark and Eve do more stuff together. I love you, but we need more. It looks like the next season is ramping up to be one of the most interesting seasons in the whole entire show.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. I mean, we got Eve's powers going on the fritz, we have the Damien stuff, we have Angstrom and the other Invincibles still alive, we have the space adventures with Omni-Man and Alan the Alien. Like, season 3 as a whole is a bridging path to all of those other story arcs. This season was used to establish that Mark must sometimes kill in order to keep his planet and his people safe. Because, you know, he's... Anyways, rest in peace to our glorious King Rexplode. You and Ray deserved better. Kate and Immortal.
Fuck you.
Push me to prove I am
Nosferatu
is a remake of the original 1922 German film. This film was not at all approved by the Stoker family, so the Germans had to get creative, change up the characters a little bit. They got Jonathan Harker, we got Thomas Hutter. They got Dr. Abraham Van Helsing, we got Professor Bulwer. They got Count Dracula, we got Count Orlok. Well, how does this remake hold up to the original? Well, I want to know since I've never watched the OG. But I like this movie. The basic plot is a young estate agent tries to stop his undead client from cucking him. Some parts are a little goofy. When Orlok first meets Thomas Hutter, Orlok was probably thinking while looking at Thomas, you must be Thomas Hutter. Your wife used to and still calls me daddy. You may think that's gross, and yes, you'd be right. Bro's a freak. He asks Thomas for his locket, which contains his wife Ellen's hair, which in and of itself is a little weird, and Orlok doesn't give it back.
Count, you have my locket.
And if you fall asleep in his presence, he'll suckle on your chest where your heart is and leave a disease-ridden hickey. Bro is essentially a giant disease-ridden rat. When he arrives in Thomas's hometown, he makes his move and uses his ultimate to infect the entirety of the whole town. All because he's like, participated NTR with me, Ellen. I am one ugly bastard. The main motivator to watch this film, at least for my group, was to see the Green Goblin himself, Willem Dafoe, play the Helsing of this film, Professor Albin Eberhard von Franz, in which Professor Bulwer from the original was replaced by. He'll do anything as long as Nosferatu is vanquished.
The heart, Osborne. Are you accursed, mistress?
Around the end, Von Franz takes Thomas and the local doctor on a wild goose chase so that they won't get in the way of defeating Orlok. When the trio got to Orlok's lair, Thomas and the doctor saw Von Franz's sanity diminish as they realized Orlok wasn't there, and he started burning the lair to the ground. One character that I truly felt sorry for was Thomas's friend Frederick Harding, whose only crime was knowing the Hooters. Every single time someone told him that this is the work of a vampire, he didn't believe them, and realistically, who would? Coward. Leave. The consequences for Frederick was losing his kids to a vampire, his wife to a vampire, and himself to a vampire disease. All because he took care of his friend's wife who made a blood pact with a random undead wizard. My bruh deserved better, man! In the end, Ellen sacrificed herself in order to stop Nosferatu, and Thomas was just left alone. I thought we would have gotten some kind of additional scene, some kind of closure. Nope, ends on Ellen with a corpse on top of her.
That's it?
Good watch, though. Back in 2021, I played Game of the Year It Takes Two with my best bud Ant, and once again, Hazelight made another co-op adventure.
I can't believe we named it Split Fiction.
Joseph really cooked on this one.
I mean, I'm telling you, at Hazelight, we have a saying where we say, we fuck shit up without fucking up.
So the basic plot is two aspiring authors want to get published and they are trapped in a simulation of their own making. Now, Ant and I dedicated 4 days into playing this game and we had an amazing time. Ant played Mio and I played Zoe, and the levels take place within their stories. The Mio levels taking place in the dark, gray sci-fi genre, while the Zoe levels take place in the colorful, mystical fantasy genre. With every new level, there's some new gameplay. One level, we got an energy sword and a whip.
Gravity shift?
That's, man! What are you doing?
I'm horror farming.
In another, we have the ability to shapeshift from fish and fairy to monkey and and the gameplay switches up a lot. Yes, yes, yes.
What the fuck are you doing?
Motherfucker's still skipping stones. Can you hurry the fuck up?
5, let's go!
There's so much more where that came from. Now, I don't want to forget about the side stories that you can find in the first 4 levels.
They're just like you, dude.
Eat the weak. Each level contains 3 different side stories. My favorites have to be the Notebook one and the Sky Racing one. Now, the story itself is very simple. It's just there to complement the gameplay, in my opinion. I mean, just listen to this corny-ass dialogue.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, save it for the biography.
Hey, let's get the hell out of here.
Absolutely.
In the end, I just love the co-op experience in any game. My genuine favorite part of this story, though, is how funny the villain is.
Sir, their vitals are dropping and fast.
Just keep your focus on restoring the machine.
But we're about to render them brain dead.
The only thing that matters is protecting my machine. You got that?
This is CEO J.D. Ryder. He starts out as a normal CEO, then at the end of the game, he doesn't care about the well-being of the subjects in the machine, and he calls himself a god.
Down here, I am God!
Keep in mind, it's only been a few hours in universe. Bro, it's not that serious. This game is definitely worth experiencing for that last sequence alone. It is unironically one of the best video game sequences I have ever experienced. The best thing that Hazelight did for this game was making it co-op. I was so happy to share this experience with my friend.
So the moment afterwards, on point lead forever and ever, that's the deal?
for 10 seconds.
No. I don't like that deal.
I'm giving you what you want. Beggars can't be choosers.
For 10 seconds.
See, look, I win. I win. If you're going to play it, make sure to play it with your significant other or best friend. And if you don't have either, damn, that sucks. I wasn't expecting to fall in love with this game, but as we
dive in and guide Dave through the dangerously dark depths of the daunting deep sea, Dave the Diver
was so goddamn charming. The basic plot of the game is that you help your friend run a sushi restaurant by diving into the ocean and catching fish. And to catch the fish, you can hook, net, or kill it. You then use the fish you gathered as ingredients for the sushi bar you run at night. Now, if you want different dishes for your restaurant, you're gonna have to travel into the depths of the blue hole to capture new and exotic fish. And these fish better be careful because Dave is armed to the teeth. But hey, I get it. He has to arm himself for the unnatural horrors that the ocean will bring, such as big shrimp with boxing gloves, big looking plankton thing, and this abomination with a shark head and some octopus tentacles. And that's the thing about Dave. I did not expect boss fights in my goddamn fishing game. Now with your sushi bar racking up a lot of money, you'll be able to upgrade a lot of your things to access even more content within the game. And all these little upgrades and purchases that you'll make, they have different forms of gameplay. And some of the things that you do in the game in general just switch up the gameplay as a whole. There's a rhythm game section, a cooking game section, a visual novel section, and fucking Balatro. I really just relapsed because of Dave. The visuals, the gameplay, the references, it all just shows how much love and care the developers put into Dave. Unfortunately, the gameplay loop does get repetitive, especially after the main story is done and finished. But playing it for the first time, it's a magical experience. The developers are adding even more content, bringing back players that already squeezed everything out of Dave. We have the free Dredge expansion where you drive a boat and fish up abominations. We had the limited time Godzilla DLC, which I don't know what you do in it. Here's some gameplay, I guess. Why was this limited? It would have been so cool to play. They also released the Like a Dragon collab, which will just be here for a limited time, which I don't know why they do that. But then there's also an official expansion that will take us to the jungle that will be coming out later this year. Now go play Dave. It's going to be a chill experience until it's not. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way through. And it was inspired by Karsten Rundquist, who focuses on movies, and Rasmuin, who focuses on video games. Please go check them out. Their videos are solid and a great watch. And if you liked the video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below a recommendation that you want me to cover in a future what I consumed this month. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I am out.